All right, good evening. Come on, let's get that better. Good evening. Cool, cool. For you guys that do not know me, my name is Clashous Witherspoon III, first Don of American Tong Sudo. It's a pleasure to meet you guys tonight. All right. Today, our topic is courtesy, respect, and traditions when it comes to going to other places, other organizations, all right? All right, cool. So I'm going to keep it very simple and very basic to start off with. I'll ask you guys questions in between, offer a chance for you guys to ask questions. Otherwise, let me continue to talk. Hi? Hi! All right, cool. All right, first thing, all right? You go to over your friend's place. It's a new place, you haven't been there before. You just met this guy like a month ago. He's finally invited you over to the family. A month's kind of a long time. But you go there, the family tradition is what? You take your shoes off. What do you do before you go inside? Take your shoes off. Right, because what? You're showing respect, honor, and tradition for what? Their customs and traditions, right? All right, cool, very simple. So, going based off of that, if we're going to a cross-organ event, what do you have to do? Respect their customs and traditions, right? All right, it's very, very simple. I go to a Dag Bell event. I realize, hey, they don't take headshots. What do I have to do? Not do headshots, right? Exactly. Dead leg, for example. I'm a Dag Bell, all right? This leg gets hurt. Well, in Dag Bell, if I hit that same leg, it doesn't count for a death, all right? So you can see a lot of these guys putting their bad leg in the front and their good leg in the back. But hey, guess what? Their park. Let's get that louder. Their park. Their rules. Good. If you're in Watts, you should know that, all right? Very, very simple, very, very basic, all right? All right? When it comes to respect, guys, the best thing you can do is go out there, treat other people how you want to be treated, all right? It's that simple, all right? When you go to somebody else's park, follow their rules, all right? One thing you have to do as well, hold back on the trolling and things of nature and telling jokes until you actually get to know the people, all right? Become accustomed to their traditions, ask and be respectful about it. If you're not sure about the rules, one of the greatest things you can do as a fighter is like, hey, what can I do to improve upon my skills? But two, what shots am I, being hit with that I'm not taking? Because it's different everywhere that you go, all right? There's nothing wrong with losing. There is nothing wrong with losing. You gain more wisdom, honor, and respect and humbleness from losing a match than you do from winning one. Hi? Hi! Exactly. Because one, for example, if you're in Watts, you get to respawn, which means you have another life, right? Hi! Exactly, which means you got plenty of learning lessons, right? Hi! Good. If you're Japanese, you love to die with honor, right? Hi! Good. That's what I like to hear. All right? So it's very, very simple, very, very basic, all right? Wherever you go, okay? Now, when it comes to being courteous to somebody else's park, you're going in, somebody says, hey, line up. Don't do this. What does that show? You're not really enthusiastic about it. You're not really showing you have a lot of fun. Somebody says line up, what should you do? Bam, and you're there, and you're quiet about it, all right? You don't talk unless spoken to. Show respect, show honor for the customs and traditions, all right? It's very, very simple. Satsu should know this, right? Hi! Good, that's what I like to hear, all right? No, man, I'm part of Satsu now. Gotta give love on the guys. They love me. It's one of those things, but we do it right. All right, but all of you guys can do this, right? Okay, it's very, very simple. It's very, very basic. It's an honor and tradition and custom that we should carry wherever we go. All right. All right. Now, when it comes to taking shots, guys, it's very, very, very simple. All right. My personal opinion right now, I take anything that hits me. All right. If I feel it's a graze, if I feel like it came off to the side, unless spoken otherwise, I take it because hey, what? I have another life. I can respond, right? And I'm going to be respectful and honorable about it. Be like, hey, even if I felt like that wasn't a sufficient shot, because it came through, ask the other person, because what? That's going to put the ball in their court. I'd be like, hey, I feel like a graze came by here. Did that hit me? All right? Now it's up to them to show honor to your question and say, yes, I feel like that hit you, or no, that was more of a graze. Let's keep going. All right? And you get to do it in the middle of combat, but you're honor and respectful about it. All right? Very, very simple. Now, when it comes to somebody not taking your shots, in Watts, we have the rule of, hitting them harder, right, when they don't take your shots, but when you're cross-gaming, guys, remember, you want to be respectful about it. There's no reason for me to hit somebody in the head again and again in Dag Bell when they're not supposed to be taking their headshots, all right? It's one of the things you got to know the rules, all right? But be respectful about it, all right? First, talk to them in person. They'll be like, hey, look, I feel like I've been hitting you in the arm. I haven't seen you been taking it. Maybe I'm not swinging hard enough. Go ahead and ask them. Bring them up to the side. Talk to them man-to-man. Don't accuse them of anything. Just be like, hey, look, I feel like, all right, maybe I haven't been taking your shots to, my left arm. Tell me, what I might be doing wrong. Learn something about it. Not only that, they can learn something from you, all right? But be respectful. If you feel like somebody's sloughing your shots, the next thing you do is go talk to their admin, all right? That responsibility upon their admin, one, you're letting them know the situation. If their admin doesn't handle the situation, then it's up to you whether or not you want to go to that park anymore. But it's a lot better for you to handle it in a more humble manner than to get all pissed off and raged up about it, and then what? Now, not only that, remember, you're not just representing yourself when you go to one of these crossroads events or anywhere. You represent your clan, You represent the people that, your retainership. You represent Watts as a whole if you're going out to one of these events, right? Right. Exactly. So if you're representing Watts, you don't want to seem like what? Saucy's number one rule?
No bitches.
Exactly. So very, very simple, very, very basic, guys, okay? And that's all we're trying to do here, all right? Does anybody have any questions at this time on anything? Any comments, concerns, any examples they want to give? You, sir? Stand up and present yourself, by the way. Say your name.
Jerry from Toriyama. How do you raid someone?
Say again?
How do you raid someone?
How do you raid someone?
Yeah, that's properly.
Like properly? Okay. One, all right, when you're doing a raid on a park that all right, say for example, one, you should probably know the park that you're raiding and actually know the people. So when you show up, then it's like, all right, here are these crazy guys who have foam weapons all of a sudden, may not know their rules. Two, know what type of park you're going to. If you're going to, a Dag Bill park and you're trying to raid that, okay, fight them with the Dag and Bill rules. If you're going to a Watts park, fight them with what? The Watts rules, exactly. Another thing too, when you're going to another park, guys, do not troll talk another park, all right? Especially for those that are Japanese, I can't tell you how many times I've been to a situation and they're making fun of our classes. How many people were here way back in the day when you worked your butt off for those classes? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. When you became a Sohei, you earned that position. When you became a Bushi, you earned that position, all right? And a lot of these guys, they earned those positions, so you should respect that. And that goes all across the board. Anybody else, any other park that you go to, Dag Bell, respect their positions. Hey, this guy has been in the game 10 to 15 years more than me, all right? Yeah, the guy may be like 20 years old and I'm like 25, but at the same time, hey, he was here before me. This is their park, their rules. I need to show respect, honor, and tradition towards that. Hi? Hi! All right, cool, very simple. Any other questions or comments right now? Yes, in the back, Pac-Man, sir. Introduce yourself as well.
Pac-Man, I'm grounded Satsu, one of my major things, especially if you're actually going to raid people, one of the major things that you want to do is give them a little heads up in time. In like 1 or 2 days, we're probably going to be hitting you guys up. All right?
Sounds good, absolutely. And not only that, that means, hey, look, guys, we're going to get raided this Tuesday. I want everybody out here because what? The more people we have, the better. I can't tell you. Look at camp out right now. We have so many people here at this camp out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, hey, this is a Watts event. Hi? Hi! But at the same time, how many Dag and Bell fighters do we have here right now? How many Amp Guard fighters do we have here right now? And it takes a lot of honor and customary and tradition for them to come out here and fight Watts style. At the same time, we go out there to their day events or day battles, and we go out there and we fought their style. But at the same time, what are we doing? We're showing respect and honor for those custom traditions no matter where you go. Hi? Hi! All right, cool. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Yes.
So if I have an issue with somebody, should I address it or should I just stay myself on another part of the field and just
all right, if you seriously have, patience is a virtue, for most things. And some people really don't like and people don't take shots. Even I have my issues with somebody doesn't take my shots. After a while, I broke a pole arm that way. But at the same time, remember, everybody's different. Some people are new fighters. Some people don't, recognize their shots. Some people have nerve issues. I can tell you how many situations that I've heard of where somebody doesn't take their shots. The main thing to do, first, be respectful about it. Don't accuse them. Talk to them one-on-one, man-to-man. The ditch battle's over. You pull them off to the side and be like, hey, man, can I talk to you for a second? I'll be like, first, I want to be respectful. I'm like, hey, look, you're an awesome fighter, man. I'm really having fun fighting you today. Thank you for letting me be out here. But, I feel like in some of the situations, when I'm fighting against you, maybe you're not taking that left side shot. And then talk to them about it. And they can be like, well, I haven't really feel like it hit me. It was more like a graze. And be like, okay, so I understand I need to hit that spot harder, all right? He honored the question. I was being honored and respectful. He answered back. Now I know that if I'm going to hit him on that side of the arm, I need to strike harder. Hi? Hi! Good. It's very simple, very, very basic. If that doesn't work, all right, and I'm still fighting him and he's still not taking that no matter how I swing, that's when you go talk to the admin, okay? Accountability, all right? Because now it's the admin's job to say, all right, look, somebody's visiting our park. They're accusing somebody of sloughing. I'm going to watch you guys harder because that's on the position of the admin to correct the people that's underneath him, correct? Aye. All right, good. So it's that simple. Be respectful about it. You don't have to be angry about it. Just be respectful. Talk to him man to man. Any other questions? Hi. You just wanted to say hi again. I don't mind that. All right, cool. All right, one more thing, guys, for tonight. Since a lot of us will be traveling around in groups, things of that nature. All right, one thing you do need to call tonight before you go into somebody else's campground that is not your own. Hail camp. Hi? Hi. Hail camp. It's very, very simple. They will say entrance granted or entrance permitted so you can walk to their campground. How many of you guys would like it if you were sitting down with a group of your friends and all of a sudden 20 people come walking through, loud, noisy, things of that nature, just going all through your stuff? It's kind of disrespectful. Ask permission to go to somebody else's campground. Hi? Hi. All right, cool. Very, very simple, very, very basic. That's how I like to keep it, all right? Otherwise, guys, if you see a group of like 7 or 8 tents and you really don't know that area, walk around. It's not that hard to walk around. Yeah, you got to take a couple extra 5 minutes to go around the tent, but at least you were honorable and respectful of that situation and that environment. All right? Hi? Hi. All right, cool. All right, any questions on Hale Camp as far as tonight? Yes.
If it's a group of people that you know, it's very happy, but it's still not you still have to do that. Like if I'm walking up to the Vikings and the Vikings fucking love me, they're always like, oh, hey, Damien.
Yeah, exactly. If you know them personally on a personal level, you chill with them for the past 3 camp outs, they already know who you are, then by all means, yes, go visit your friends, all right? But if it's a group that you're not sure about, be safe about it, you know? Go ahead and give out the call. Better safe than sorry. Hi? Hi! Exactly. So if I'm walking to an area like right over there to the left, I don't know exactly who's over there. I may know 1 or 2 people, but I don't know that group. I'm going to call Hale Camp before I walk in. They'll say entrance granted. I walk in, and I actually meet the people that I know. And in fact, meet new people. In fact, all of you guys should do that tonight. Meet new people. There are tons of people here. Yes, we have Satsu, right? Hi! But Satsu likes to go out and meet a couple people. Come meet Satsu, all right? We're very, very friendly. Satsu's got you. All right, cool. All right, anything else? Nope, not at all? All right, cool. Well, I think, yeah, yes, absolutely. Oh, stand up and introduce yourself. I know she's comfortable, but, you know. All right, turn around and you can face them as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm Peter from Satsu.
Yeah.
We're talking about calling shots. What about controlling your power?
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, guys, one thing, and I've definitely heard this actually a lot today from the other lessons that I've given, controlling your shots. All right, if I'm going up, you know, against someone, let's say Brandy here, all right? All right, obviously, when it comes to weight class and size, if I'm going sword and board, there is no reason for me to shield bash her full force and then come around and hack her full force on top of the head. That's just not right, guys. Control your swings, okay? Especially for those that practice the martial arts, one of the greatest things you should know is control, all right? Control is a primary factor of martial arts skill, okay? There's no reason for me to pull my swing, especially if I have a great weapon. I can't tell you how many people I've seen get hit with a great weapon today that I did not like. To the face. To the face. I look at some people like, how do you not have a concussion from that? That would hurt me. That would hurt me, all right? If you have a great weapon, you don't need to swing full force at somebody's head. You know the areas you need to swing for, all right? And then one thing that a lot of people are talking about as well, can I have you stand up, please, real quick? All right, and this is more of an honor thing. Come out here, all right? What's happening a lot that I'm getting a lot of complaints about, somebody's coming in, hitting him in the face, right? And then they'll go ahead and wrap around and do their combo. Guys, there is no honor in hitting somebody in the face first with your sword, knowing that it doesn't count, and then going in and get the other kills after they're distracted getting hit in the face. I mean, yes, it's a primary thing to do in the martial arts when it comes to the self-defense tactic. When it comes to boxing, guys, be honorable, respectful about it. Yes, the neck is a place, I had a question about this earlier. The neck is open, but it's also shunned upon. But at the same time, if it's an open area, go ahead and strike it, but use sufficient force, all right? All right, other than that, no reason for me to hit him in the face full force. You know, if he dives into it, or, you know, one of those situations where he just happens to walk in the ray, all right, step back, are you okay? All right, that's respect, right? It's a little bit of honor in that, right? I hit you in the face, I wanna make sure you're okay first before we keep fighting. Very, very simple, yes. You can have a seat, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
But that also works the other way around. If you get hit in the face and he asks you if you're okay, don't just start swinging on him.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I ask you a question, please honor that. You know, and it should be quick. Hold on, I got a question in the back, man.
Major thing is, especially if you're going into an event or a tournament, you really don't want to do this. There's no reason to sit and hitting them and be like, yes, I won. No, that's honestly, that's kind of dishonorable. There's no respect in that. It's honestly just a cheap win, and you don't learn anything. I would rather do out with somebody like 10 times and realize, wow, I've actually got a good fight going. This could not end or it could end. Whichever way it goes, I'm going to be happy either way.
Like that a lot. Any other input? Yes. Stand up, give your name, by the way. You got to talk loud.
I'm Jacob. I don't feel like standing up.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Trying to hear you.
It's on the face thing. If you get hit in the face and the person was willing to back up and drop his weapon to see if you're okay, you start getting strike in at him.
Well, I mean, he's not going to.
I've seen a lot of that, like, they'll hit the face
well,
and they'll drop, go down, and not an offensive stance, and back away to let that person have room. And I've seen people come in straight from that stab.
And stab in the back, and that
hit
does
it back.
happen, and it does happen, which is why when you're being honor respectful in battle, it needs to be quick.
Giving you
Right.
the time to recover.
Exactly, and it happens a lot of times. It happens a
up.
lot of times. You'll be in the middle of combat trying to be respectful. You might hit somebody in the face. You're not sure. You want to make sure they're okay. Somebody comes in from behind, you know, pulls a little shinobi on you right quick when you're in the middle of talking to somebody. It sucks. It really does happen. But the good thing is that if you're both the person you hit, okay. In that case, they need to sit back and wait until you're actually ready. But that's upon the individual to do that. All right? That's upon the individual to do that. If they're asking if you're okay, be like, hey, hold on, I need a second. Once you say you're okay, then that's on their honor to wait till you say that you're ready before they attack you. Make sense?
Well, I'm saying when you back off from the person you hit in the face.
Or repeat that again?
When you hit someone in the face and you back off yourself,
right,
to allow them to recover.
Right, it's the same thing,
like,
same situation.
Like,
right?
I go swordboard,
right.
I'll
they
drop
hit you,
my sword.
You've hit them in the face. You've hit them in the face. So before they attack you, they'd be like, all right, look, I'm okay. You know, let's go back at it. Works both ways. Works both ways.
So they know I'm not going to try to.
Right, but you don't need to drop your weapons.
I don't drop my weapon. I just dip my shield down.
You just need to talk to them. That's it. That's it. All right. Anything else? Not at all. Yeah. Do you have one? Yeah.
He's good. You okay?
In terms of snowboarding.
Yes.
In terms of snowboarding, when you submit someone, is it okay to push them to the ground?
Say that louder.
When you submit someone, is it okay to push them to the ground?
Yeah. All right. Now we're getting into the technical battle questions, which is not so much what this is about. Unfortunately, me personally, as a being that type of fighter, whatever you do to me, you're going to do to me type situation. It's my, my opportunity to prove upon it. I just look at that by myself. I learn from it. But guys, be respectful about it. When you talk about controlling your swings, controlling your attacks, same type of situation. If I'm shield bashing somebody and I see them flip up and then down onto the ground, give the guy the opportunity to probably catch his wind, all right? He just took a full back flip, landed on the ground. Yes, you're trying to go in and get the final kill, but at the same time, be courteous to the people that you're fighting, right? Yes, over there.
Jordan from Datu. Certain people, they don't really want you to pull your shot. Like, say, females, they don't want you to go easy on them, but you feel like you still should. What do I do in that sort of situation?
That's a good question.
Pull your shots.
True, very true. I mean, like, it's one of those things where, guys, if you go out there, you fight with the best of your ability, but what's the most important thing you should be doing? Having fun, that's right. Having fun. So if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, all right? And it's that simple. So if you're going out there, you're getting mad every single time, you're not really having fun with it, you're doing something wrong, you need to sit down, meditate, reevaluate the situation or what's going on. But guys, it's all about having fun. Pac-Man, back this.
In regards to actually one of my major things is if you just literally, if the case in which you actually hit somebody, help them back up. Or like you hit somebody pretty hard, help them back up. Hey girl! When it comes to like thrown out of the there's no reason for that kind of stuff. It's not necessary. The lightest tap people will feel, depending on whether or not it's light or not. Just give it enough force, you'll hit them all they can.
Agreed. Absolutely, guys. Hi! I like that a lot. And guys, and it's just a matter of just, knowing yourself, two, knowing who you're fighting, and control is just, just one of those inner things. If I have a great weapon, I'm not going to swing on somebody full force that just has a single sword and swing with the best of my ability through all my training to try to hurt them. It's like, that's not what it's about. It's, it's just a game. We're meant to have fun. Yes, I'm going to swing with another force so they actually feel it and they get the hit in, but at the same time, I don't need to do a full baseball swing, Tongsudo style, and swing that in there, actually knock somebody out. It's not necessary. We're going to have fun, all right? Hi?
All right, let's say I'm at a campout, right? And I'm meeting somebody for the first time. I want to present something that's friendly for me, my clan, and my organization. But does that mean I can't be really intense? I can't have a good fight with somebody for the first time ever? Does that mean I can't, be myself?
Okay, no. And that's one of the things I would just, wanted to iterate on. Because, it's not one of those things where it's like, all right, I don't want you to hold back in this fight. When you're going into a fight, you're going with the best of your ability. It's up to you to have that control aspect in the middle of battle. That goes through your training, all right? Not saying that when somebody comes in there, let's say I met this guy for the first time, he wants to fight me one-on-one single sword, understanding where he comes from. I'm not going to hold back in that fight and, dally back and not use, my best movements. Fight that guy to the best of your ability. Because doing those movements that you do naturally, one, you're going to learn something from him or how he moves. Two, you're going to learn your own strength and weaknesses based on his combat style, all right? So don't hold back when you do it. What I'm saying by controlling, when I'm saying like, don't hold back, two different things. Controlling your swings is about how much power you're putting into it, all right? Fighting to your best ability is about the mental set, all right? Two different things, okay? All right, cool. Yes?
In my opinion, the best thing to do when fighting someone new or someone different is to just talk to them and see like what level they're at, so that you don't go too full force or you're not too light, so that you both know that the level that you're on is equal and you can have fun on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's about having fun. It's that simple. That simple. Indeed. All right, yes, over here. Yeah, Corey, and then I got you, sir.
What would be the best thing to do when you're on the battlefield and you have a how can I put it, like berserker or rager on the field?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
somebody just keeps going through.
Yeah, keeps going. And no matter how many times you get the good shot,
you hit them, and things of that nature. Yeah, and that's one of those tough situations, especially with sword and board, man. Those guys fly through sometimes. But again, it's one of those things where you got to make a judgment call. All right, you may have 4 guys. One second. You may have 4 guys on that one person. Yes, you've hit them, but they're just berserking through. Their adrenaline's going. They're not really taking their shots. That type of situation. It's up to you there to honor and make the call. Did you kill that guy before one of his swings actually kill you? All right. If it did, take that limb, take that death, go ahead and walk off to the side. Either way, you got another life. You can come back. At the same time, that guy, step him off to the side. But hey, look, when you're going berserker and rushing into a whole lot of people, there's some shots that you're not taking, or something. Well, don't accuse them of not taking shots, but realizing that hey, when you're charging through a group of people, some people are hitting you and they're saying that maybe you're not feeling it. Talk to him about it. Talk to him one-on-one about it. All right. Keep it personal, keep it personal, but keep it personal to the extent where you're not accusing them, so they don't get really defensive. Right. And you avoid an argument that way. Yes.
I'm Robbie of the Vikings, by the way. I'm just one of those people that like to fight new people, for example. What's the best way to go up to a new culture without interrupting and go, hi, I'm new, I would like to fight new people. Who wants to duel?
Well, I mean, like it's actually as simple as that.
It's actually
as simple as that. There's nothing wrong with going up to anyone up here and just asking. Well, in a sense, it depends on what they're doing, It's like, hey, if we're in the middle of a meeting, well, we're in the middle of a meeting, type deal. But if you see everybody's like, lounging around, things of that nature, just hanging out, if they want to fight, they'll fight. If they don't want to fight, they don't want to fight. It's just one of those things. Exactly. Now, if you see a group of them practicing off to the side, that's probably your best bet to go out and meet new people because you see a group of people fighting and sparring off to the side. Not a problem.
Hey, I know this is Satu practice, but you mind if I join in next round like that?
Ask
that question maybe?
Well, kind of. Depends on the situation. Like if you're going to their park for that practice, that's a totally different thing. If we're here at camp out, we're in the middle of something that we're actually practicing, we'll tell you, hey, look, we're actually doing a group, type formation type thing. Otherwise, if it feels like we're just chilling, no problem with asking. Like, hey, can I get in on the next match? Somebody should invite you in, and that's just common courtesy. Works both ways. All right. Anything else? All right, cool. So let's have a quick review. All right. Basic thing to take from this, from this lesson: treat people how you want to be treated. All right. You go to their park, respect them. When they come to your park, you want them to respect you. That's simple. Don't forget hail camp tonight. All right. When you're walking around, just show respect for the campsites that you're walking through. All right. So we don't have 30 people walking through one campsite. People are trying to sleep. Some people go to bed early, kind of, but kind of. If they're sleeping by now, that's just sad. But it's just one of those things. All right, so any other questions, comments, concerns? All right, that's it? Awesome. Well then, guys, it's been a pleasure. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes?
Are you going to be teaching classes again next camp out?
I would love to, actually, yeah. I thought I would love to. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys do me a great honor. It's one of those things where, well, I don't know, he probably still has this on film. But it doesn't matter at this point. But I would like to teach again, actually. It's one of the things where I didn't start teaching until 2009. Started a school when I was in Tallahassee going to FAMU. Things took off here and there. It was just management problems. Too many things going on. Paperwork sucks. But going from there as far as teaching, I mean, the only thing I can teach you guys is what I've been taught, if that makes sense. Not just from the lessons that I've learned in life, but from the masters and people that have taught me beforehand. Some of you guys out here today are actually some of my people that I've actually learned from. You especially, Pac-Man, I just want to actually show you some honor and respect as well. Phenomenal leader for Satsu. Satsu! That's right. You love Pac-Man, right? All right, cool. Indeed. I'm definitely proud to be a part of it. But yes, I would love to teach you a class next camp out. Not sure on what yet. Yes.
So I don't actually I come from a martial arts background, but let's say I did come from a martial arts background. What would be the appropriate way to approach a boffer organization where I come from an organization that's very disciplined and obviously has a very set way of doing things?
That's very true, very true. And guys, that's part of the thing about cross gaming is being open-minded, very, very open-minded. Whether you're coming from a martial arts type thing, fencing, you did a little bit of wrestling, things like that. Everybody has different backgrounds in terms of where they got some type of physical experience. Some people come out there with nothing at all. But the whole idea is that when you walk in there, remember, all right, look, I'm learning your customs and your traditions, all right? From a very disciplined school where everybody was quiet, nobody talked with the sensei, everybody was down in information, you stretch, you do warm-ups. Some other parks may not do that. So they understand that, hey, that's how they like to do things. Their park, their rules. Exactly. Let's get that again. Their park, their rules. Exactly. So if you keep that in mind, remember to keep honor and respect in there. If you honor those customs and traditions, shouldn't be a problem. Right?
Thanks, Clashous.
Yeah, no problem. All right, cool. Thank you guys. Give you guys a round of applause for being a wonderful audience.